Welcome back to the. Why didn't I do this when I was in the meantime? Hello, welcome back to the after Huddle. This is halfway through the week, Hump Day, Wednesday. Opportunity about lunchtime to spend a bit of time thinking about where you can go and what you can actually do to help make the second half week the best half. We start with lots of good intentions at Wednesday, and stuff has taken us. So this opportunity to take a breath, listen to some ideas, maybe incorporate, maybe think about and move on to the second half your best. So this is the halftime rule. If you haven't been here before, say hi in the comments. If you're on the road watching this and caught the replay, I'd love to hear from you. Say hi in the replay. If you don't know who I am, my name's Mark Webb. I'm a small business coach. I run AGame masterminds, which is an opportunity for small business owners to spend quality time with their peers, helping to realize that there's a lot more opportunity. And we'll talk a little bit, and one of these come into the idea we will talk about a little bit today. So for the people who are not sure about the reference, and it's basically an 80s song that came around the Turning Japanese by the Vapors. It's turn that loop off so you can see who it is. Go away. There you go. By the Vapors, a group Turning Japanese. But it's basically a play on the fact that a lot of the ideas for that I used to in my corporate work was based around the lean that came from lean manufacturing, which started life around about the Japanese idea. Many of the terms in there are Japanese, and we'll talk about two terms today. And the first term we will talk about is let's see if this works. And we've done the term Japanese. The first term we'll talk about is a term called Kaizen. You may or may not heard about it. I've talked about it on before in my works beforehand, but we use it quite a lot in terms of when we do things like the continuous improvement methods, by the retrospectives that we talked about a couple of weeks back. The good, bad, and the ugly. It's a way to do some kind of continuous or regular improvement. Kaizen and comes with what they call the 5 S's, which are things out, shine some things, make them things, some simple things improve. If things are broken, set them in order. If you have a regular, if you do something quite well and really try and make it a standard. And if you're doing something really well, what can you do to sustain that? Those are the basic 5 ideas behind the Kaizen, and I would encourage you to regularly do that. Really look at your business and the business you, and it's easier to do things because it's a smoother way of just making small incremental changes regularly to things better. There is one other term. Let's see if I can get this working, which is kaikaku, which is a term, again, it comes from the manufacturing, but a lot more radical. And it's often quite hard to do in a bigger organization because it involves actually radical change. Basically, that's what the term means, is radical change. The things you can do. This is where you start to think about, they have 10 sort of commandments or 10 things around when you do a kaikaku option. And the first one is to throw the rule book. Basically, any kind of traditional methods, just start from a fresh. Just don't. If there's a way that everybody else is doing it, try and find a way that you do things differently. And then, because you're trying to do something radically change, I think sort of can work rather than trying to think about the negative. We can think about what break and what won't work. So we focused on how we can make it work and what we can do to do it work. There's no excuses. There's no this is how we used to do it. Again, throughout the rule book, and don't try for perfection when you're doing the kind of change. 50% improvement or 50% or any kind of improvement is something you're searching for, as long as you can do it quite quickly. And another one of the things is quite expensively. Don't try and spend a lot of money on this kind of activity because essentially you'll take a big risk. So whatever you can do quickly, cheaply, to change things radically, have a go in a blue moon. if you see a mistake, fix it quickly, because these things sky and compound. See something's going wrong, don't stop and quick fix it. The other thing about this, problems are good for the brains, and the other one of the thing about is 10 people's eyes, which is where the AGame mastermind sort of activity comes in, when your peers try and do this with another people. If you're going to do a Kaku activity in your business, which is even in a smaller business, try and get a couple of people around you who can give you some ideas about what you can do, how you can change things. If you have a problem, get these 10 people around, see if you can fix it. And a mastermind is a great opportunity to do that. There's an activity called 5 Whys, so keep going why and why until you go that cause of what's changing. And in a Kaku change, nothing is off the table. So while many of us, like I said, if we go back to the Kaizen. Go back to the Kaizen activity of simple small improvements. We often do that, or we can more easily do that. I don't know whether you can hear the lawnmower outside, so excuse me if you can hear that noise. We tend to do these kind of activities quite quick, quite easily, but we often don't jump in and a Kaikaku, really radical change. It's worth doing once in a while. Try and pick an area of your business that you think you could try and do something different in. Just go for it. Try it. Get some people around who can help you, give some options, and go for it. Just try it, see what happens. The thing about when you're doing any kind of these activities is you need to think of the metrics. What is current business that you're going for? What are the things that you're doing? What's working? What's not working? How much business you're getting, and then when you're doing these improvements, you can see which of these things improve. So that's me today. I thought I'd just introduce these two turning Japanese terms. Terms are Kaizen, which is continuous improvement, which is the sort of respect and adapt sort of issue, and Kaikaku, which is let's go and do some radical change, see how that affects us. Try that once. Don't do that a lot. It's not worth spending all your time in a Kaikaku state where you're trying to change things. But it is worth to avoid getting into stagnant sort of all little improvements, just getting you around the circle and not really getting anywhere radically. Do a big radical change and see what happens. See where it takes. You can always go. So that's me today. I hope you enjoyed ideas. If you do go and try a Kaku activity and radically change something in your business, I'd love to hear what goes on. I'd love to hear how you got people to help you in that. If you'd like to know a little bit more about the AGame masterminds, then do please let me know. Contact me, DM me, say hi to me. In the meantime, I'd like to say I hope you have a great second half. I hope you definitely try and do continuous improvement, but it's worth once in a while to just shake things up. Especially when you're in a small business and you can in control of your business. Give it a little bit of a shake and things, see what comes out. So in the meantime, have a great second half, and I hope the second half is your best half, and I will see you next week. Hi there, it's my little obligatory end of live introduction or not introduction, end of credits sort of thing. And in the spirit of today's show, I am going to see if I can shake this up a little bit. We've been doing this for a while now, over a year. There's been a little bit of a break. But I think it's time for a bit of a shake up. So if you'd like to help me with that, then I would love your suggestions, your ideas of where we can really shake this up and do something radically different. And hopefully over the couple of months or weeks rather, indeed, we will go to the lawnmower again. I can hear this. I don't know whether you can. Please let me hear it, because then if you can't, then I'll bother about it. It's just in the background. But anytime, I'm going to do a Kaikaku sort of activity with this half huddle, and I'd love your opinions, your ideas. 10 ideas are better than one person's knowledge. If you've got any ideas as to how we can shake this up, then I'd love to hear them. In the meantime, have a great second half, and as I said beforehand, I will see